Hello and welcome to TreeWalker Talks, episode 104, Be Grateful. Now, I'll start off by saying it's kind of been a slow week. Things haven't been hopping all that much. I'm a little down, a little sick, a little thought of, I guess, just in my head a lot. But let's start off with the homestead happenings. Okay, so what have we done this week? Well, we didn't get a whole lot done around the homestead. It's kind of been coming off the holiday and into the 4-day week at work. It was hard to get some traction, you know what I mean? But I did get out, do the normal stuff like mowing yesterday and some trimming and weeding and that sort. Moved a lot closer to getting the chickens out into the chicken coop. Got the hutch part of the chicken coop all cleaned out. It's ready for them. I got the walls reinforced with heavy duty over the chicken wire. I put the chain link fence and kind of doubled it down so nothing can dig underneath it to get in, and hopefully that'll take care of any pesky issues we have. And if I see anything else, I'll start strengthening that up too. I do have to get the water system done in it, but that's quick and easy. I just have to move the empty container from one over because I had one container in there, but it leaked and I didn't like it. So the ones I had in another coop that had the silkies in it worked really good. It's black. It's not quite 55 gallon. I think it's probably more like a 25, maybe a 30. I don't know, but it holds plenty and it works good. So I'm going to move that over there, put it up higher. So that there's a better flow for the water. But that actually would probably take me 10 minutes. It'd take me longer to fill that thing than it probably would to move it. But the reason I couldn't do that is, oops, I spiked her there. Couldn't do that is I cleaned out the inside and started tilling it. I cleaned it out. That was Saturday. Today is Sunday. It is 10:42 p.m. and it is May 31st because I forgot to tell you that. So I got that all cleaned up, some weeding done around it, the reinforcement, all that done yesterday on Saturday. Today was almost a wash because we had a graduation ceremony we had to go to, and it was outside, and I didn't cover up, and I didn't have a hat on because I wanted to look good, and I'm already starting to break out on my hands. My scalp is red and starting to get itchy, so unfortunately it looks like I'm probably going to have to live with that for a couple weeks. But, I did look good. I looked pretty snazzy. The TreeWalker was out there looking good. Then we went out to eat afterwards and came home. And even though all I wanted to do was just sit down and enjoy that big fat belly full of Mexican food from Cancun here in Findlay, excellent place to eat, great staff. It was an awesome place. I went outside and I started tilling because... So normally what I do in the chicken coop, and I have done, is it was deep, like, I guess sunken in, and I would fill it with wood chips, and then they would poop on it, And then in the fall, I would put leaf mulch in there, and they love going through it, mixes it in, and then I would add even more wood chips. And it was like that for, I don't know, 3 or 4 years now. And so, as you can guess, it's kind of filled up in there. So, it was a little hard. So I got the little rototiller out, the electric one, and hit it. And let me tell you, that stuff is black gold. It looks like some of the most expensive soil you ever get. I've got one garden bed filled up, which I ripped out some of the wood one that I had on my trellis and put together a new one. And that took longer than I thought. That's why I didn't get as much done as I wanted to, but I got that one filled up and ready to go. That one's actually going to get cucumbers in it, but the cucumbers will be in the front, and then I can plant something on the outside because it is like, I don't know, 2 foot wide, deep, I think, or wide by 4 foot. So I'm not sure if I'm just going to do like last year on some of those. I put calendula in. I need to get moving on that, but I think that's what I might do. I might even do pepper plants. I don't know. We'll see. But there's plenty of room there to add some more plants. So that's what we'll do. I might even add some herbs. That'd be pretty good. So we got that going. I need to get another one put together and I have another one just like it, so that'll take care of 3 of the 4 beds, and I need to get another one of these to put together so I can replace all the rotted wood ones on that spot. And I actually have 1, 2, 3 other beds, I think, and 2 for sure, to replace some of the wood ones. One of them is going to replace the garlic one, which garlic is not doing great this year. I don't know, maybe 10 plants. So, unfortunately, it's not going to be a good year for my garlic. Bad year last year. I think I already went over that, blah, blah, blah. But so I got that filled up. Took about 3 wheelbarrow fulls, and I've got a lot more in there. So I did till up a little bit more. Once I get the other one put together, I will put it in place and I can fill it up. And then I will probably take whatever's left and hit some of the beds that haven't been planted yet, because, like I said, that stuff's like Acapulco gold, baby. It is black gold. It is good. Full of nitrogen. It's all broke down. Even there's very little wood left into it. And that was a mixture, which is what it's going to get this time because I don't have the time to really mulch it completely. So the last time I get some all-natural wood that they have shredded up, so it was like pallet wood that has no chemicals on it, and they shred it up, and that's what I put in there. So that's how I'm going to get probably 10 bags of that, throw it in there, and that's going to give us a good base again. And just cycle it again for 2 or 3 years, and then go in there and take it out, and that'll be a great compost. So that's on the verge of being done. The hanging food bucket's still in there, so all I have to do is fill it up. Just need time. So the plan is by this weekend, this coming weekend, we're going to have the chickens in there, which they need to be. They've got plenty of space, don't get me wrong, but they are getting a little cooped up, and they can't get outside. So I need to get them so they can go in and out, in and out. So that was the major thing. Did harden off some plants. Some of them were getting too big not to harden off, or too harden off. So, like, I had some squash plants and stuff that I started a little too early, and they already have big blooms on them. So I set them out. I planted them. Let's see if they live or not. Planted out my mojito mint. That was already hardened off, except for I took some trimmings of it and rooted those, but they're small with roots. So I planted those out, and then I trimmed more off the mother plant. And it is in one of my cut off half 55-gallon drums to keep it from spreading too much. But we'll have some good mojito mint for teas or whatever I want to put them in, chocolates, whatever we want to do. I got another one of those ready. I'm probably going to put basil in it. I have lemon basil, which is doing good. It's actually trying to seed, and let me tell you, that has a beautiful smell. And I took some because I cut the seed tops off, and took the leaves from what I cut off, and I put it on some salmon. Oh, that was just, it was good. I did that and a little bit of maple syrup, and just Pam seared them. And boy, that was good. Sorry, creaky chair. And that was good. Let's see, anything else going on out there? I don't think so. I think that was about it. It's kind of a lot for a day and a half now that I talk about it. Didn't feel like I got a lot done, but we did good. We did good. Always be glad for what you did get done. Okay, so I think that's about it for the homestead inhabitants. All the dogs are good. All the people are good. So let's jump into the main topic. And this one will be kind of short too, because I won't lie to you. The way I've been feeling and stuff, and being down, just the cold and stuff, and just the lack of motivation, that I haven't been feeling very inspirational or motivational lately. And as you can tell with this is a topic that kind of hit me. And like I told you, usually they hit me right in the moment. And sorry I couldn't do this outside, but I was barely out, and Saturday was a get stuff done day. So I didn't want to take time to stop and record because I already pushed myself to the limit. You know how it goes. So be grateful. And this one hit me because, it was someone not being grateful for me. But then it makes you stop and think, okay, am I being grateful for the other people? I did some stuff outside, some trimming in that. And a person, when I came home, or they came home, and I said, hey, did you see I trimmed that bush down so you can see if there's any cars coming? Responded with a, no, but did you trim the tree down so it doesn't scrape the top of the vehicles? And like I said, I just laughed it off, and I said, no, I didn't get to that. I trimmed some of it, but I have to get the ladder out and trim that, up top. But that made me think. And, a lot of times the lesson is, what am I doing? What could I do better that this taught me? And I think I'm overlooking a lot of the little things people do, for me or around me. Like my youngest, she's the one that's in college, and she has been on top of keeping that dishwasher clean, or the dishwasher full and running and clean, and the dishes caught up. And that always hasn't been the way. And so I need to tell her more often, thank you. Show her my appreciation. Let her know that I see what she's doing and that it's appreciated and that she's valued for what she does. So that's, I guess, what I'm going to say is introspect, or, look into yourself. Is there a way where maybe you're not being grateful to somebody? I mean, be grateful, to get someone to be grateful, you have to show them that you're grateful. And a lot of times we look at what we're doing and we don't see the other people around us and what they're doing. And the fact that they could use a, hey, good job. Hey, wow, that really looks good. Or, whoa, I was going to do that, but you know how much I appreciate the fact that you did it for me? Things like that. So let's try to make everybody's day a little bit better. And I want to thank you for joining me. And I hope you'll join me on the next one.